Now let us discuss about the other side of this particular chart we have. Other side of the chart we have. So that is we have done with the major losses. Now we will go with the minor losses here in this one. So that is minor energy losses. Minor energy losses are due to the enlargement. Let us discuss about due to the enlargement. So that here if you see where the flow is entering with a velocity of v1 and pressure of P1 and area of A1 of the pipe, if it is considered at section 1, and before it, as it reaches to the section 2, so there we have seen due to the sudden enlargement of this pipe, so the pipe has resulted in the vortex flow. The pipe has resulted in the vortex flows, and these vortex flows are resulted in the losses in the pipes, which are categorized under the minor losses. Now, how can we address this particular sudden enlargement in the pipes? If I want to talk about what is the head loss due to the sudden enlargement, so the sudden enlargement head loss can be given as V1 minus V2 whole square divided by 2g. This is because of the sudden enlargement in the pipes, and this is about the enlargement in the pipe. So if there is a case like if there is a sudden contraction has happened, so just opposite to this particular case, if there is a sudden contraction, if it is happened inside the pipe flows, if it has happened, so due to the sudden contraction here, if you see at section 1 and section 2, okay, the flow has got accelerated, but here we have represented with a P1 and A1 at the entry of the pipe and P2 and A2 in order to balance that particular fluid flow in between the section 1 and 2. Now, but what is the flow losses happen due to the sudden contraction? So that can be given as we have done in the, or already we are familiar with in the previous videos we have seen that Venturi orifice meter has a vena contractor. So from that also we can obtain it, or we can say that head loss due to the contraction. Can be defined as, so where the losses happen at the contraction section, so that the contraction constant K into V2 square by 2G. So that whatever the loss has happened at this particular section can be addressed by this formula, that it is Hc is equal to K into V square by 2G. So that it is K into V square by 2G. So that is due to the contraction. Or in some cases, this K value will be given as 0.375 V2 square by 2G. If in case the contraction coefficient or contraction coefficient factor, if it is not given, if in case K is not given, then the user is, if coefficient of contraction is not given, then the user is free to use the formula or change the formula as K is equal to 0.5. They can directly substitute it and they can write the formula as 0.5 V square by 2G. So this is what the user is free to assume it or free to approach with that expression when contraction factor K is not given in our numerical. So when the contraction factor is given, so you are supposed to use the formula of head loss due to the contraction is K into V square by 2G. And generally that K will be equal to 0.375 maximum. But whenever the CC is not defined in our problem, so then we are free to assume the coefficient of contraction is equal to, or the head loss due to the contraction is equal to 0.5 V square by 2G. That it is 0.5 V square by 2G. So directly the user can adopt this particular. Now let us move on to the next one. So that it is head loss due to the head loss at the inlet of the pipe. So if I'm having a pipe inlet, so if I'm having any pipe inlet at this particular point, so you just see, so where the water enters this pipe and falling it. So this is actually having the inlet of this pipe. So this is actually the inlet of the pipe. So due to this also, there is a head loss happening. So that head loss can be addressed by this expression. So that is head loss due to the inlet. Head loss due to the inlet of the pipe is directly equivalent to 0.5 V square by 2G. So here if you see in every expression I am addressing that kinetic energy or the kinetic head. I am addressing the kinetic head in the expressions. I am addressing the kinetic head expression. So that is 0.5 V square by 2G. So where this 0.5 is actually the constant due to that particular fluid flow, and head loss at the inlet is equal to 0.5 V square by 2G, where the head loss is at the inlet, when the head loss is due to the inlet. Now, if there is a pipe flow which is releasing out from it, so then in that case, the fluid flow is releasing out from it, and in that case, that particular case can be addressed. That is a head loss at the outlet. Head loss at the outlet can be directly related by a formula of, so head loss at the outlet, that is equal to V square by 2G. Head loss at the outlet is equal to V square by 2G. So head loss at the inlet is 0.V square by 2G. Head loss at the outlet is V square by 2G. Now we are left with a one more minor loss type. So that it is about the due to the obstruction. So that means if there is any obstruction formed inside the fluid flow, so that means suddenly there is some accumulated particles inside the pipe. There is some particles accumulated inside the pipe, or there may be a mud or anything which has been accumulated inside that one. So that can be assumed. That can be taken it as an obstacle inside the pipe. So that will be considered as obstacle inside the pipe. So where due to which also we will be getting a head loss. Due to which also it is resulting in the head loss. So in that case, the head loss due to the obstacle in the pipe, or we can say head loss due to the obstruction. Head loss due to the obstruction in the pipe. So that can be given as head loss due to the obstruction or the obstacle available inside the pipe is equal to, so here if you see, so that it is at the section 1 and section 2. At the section 1 we are available with an obstacle, or pipe is having some obstacle inside the fluid flow, and that can be addressed by the equation head loss due to the obstruction or the obstacle is Vc minus V whole square divided by 2G. Because as the pipe is having a constant area, so where I am considering that Vc is exactly at the location of this contraction point, due to the obstacle present in this. And this may not be the only case of the pipe like this. It can be applied even when you are talking about any pipe flows which is resulting in the obstruction in this. So it can be even applied like this. It can be even applied like as we have used in the Bernoulli's principle, that flow will be accelerated. So here if you see, in between these two, there is an obstruction available. So this obstruction area need to be considered in order to find out that head loss due to the obstruction. But here if you see, what exactly this Vc is. So where the velocity at the contraction point, is equal to area into velocity divided by Cc, that it is coefficient of contraction into capital A minus the small a, where capital A represents the original diameter of the pipe, So this is given by the capital A, and the small a represents where exactly we are measuring, or where exactly that obstacle is available. So that area will be referenced by small a, and Cc represents the coefficient of contraction. So these are all the few points about the minor losses happening inside the pipe flows. In order to determine the loss of head, these formulas can be best utilized in order to obtain what is the resultant head loss happening inside the pipe flow. So for example, in your fluid flows, or in the case when you have laid a pipe, from a 1 meter to the 10 meter high, and you have laid a height of 1 meter to the 10 meter pipe, in that one there is an obstacle available inside. There is an obstacle available inside. So but because of this one, so initially without obstruction, if the energy available inside the pipe is around, if the energy is available around, if the energy available is around 100 units without obstruction, so that is the energy available for the fluid pumping outside this one, that if it is 100 units, and with obstruction that may be less than 100 units only, I'll be getting that energy. So that energy loss is due to the obstruction in the pipe. So this way we can address the problems related to this one and can be best utilized while talking about any competitive exams. So how these obstructions, or when it is having an inlet and outlet and the contraction or the expansion regions or in the obstruction region, how the problem need to be approached. This will give you, or this will help you in order to overcome those particular problem solving difficulties. Overcome those problem solving difficulties.